Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. Before I start, I freaking forgot to do my shoutouts in my last few videos. So at the end of today's video, I'm gonna do 2 shoutouts. So 2 of you guys will be shouted out this week. Now, for today's video, I am going to be sharing with you my entire Kylie Cosmetics collection. I've gotten a few requests to do this video because I use a lot of Kylie Cosmetics, especially the lipsticks. Like every single time she launches something new, I'm like, take all my money, take it. So this might be kind of a lengthy video because I do have a lot, but if you guys are interested in some of those Kylie products, then just keep watching. So I think I'm just gonna go in order of like how you would do your face makeup. So the very first thing that I'm gonna show you guys is her concealer. I've done a video on me testing this out. I will link it above. What I like about her concealer is that it's really lightweight. It blends really easily. I just really like the formula. It kind of does remind me of Shape Tape, but actually a little bit lighter on the skin maybe. The applicator is nice. It reminds me a lot of the NARS Radiant Concealer applicator, and her concealers are pretty fairly priced too. Now I'm going to go into all of the eyeshadow palettes that I have from her. The first one that I'm going to show you is the Royal Peach palette. I actually created the look that I'm wearing today with the palette. Everything on my face, like I used the concealer, so all of the products that I have I tried to use, so I kind of have like a full face of Kylie on today. But I did use the Royal Peach palette for today's eye look, and I'm actually really obsessed with this eye look, so if you guys want a tutorial, let me know because I actually really like how it turned out. But yeah, so this is the palette, and it actually came with a brush. I actually am not the biggest fan of her brushes, so pause on the eyeshadows. Let's talk about her brushes. I have 5 of her eyeshadow brushes that have just come with the eyeshadow palettes that I have, and when she dropped her big launch of her full brush set, I did not feel like I needed to get it just because of my experience with these brushes. The bristles are very rough. It feels like it's stabbing out of your eye. The bristles fall out a lot, and honestly I think her brushes are kind of overpriced for the quality of them. That's just my opinion. The next palette of hers that I have is the Take Me on Vacation palette. So this has 16 shadows in it. So the amount of product you get is a little bit less than the other palette, but you do get more shades. It's funny how this one has like a random pop of blue almost in the exact same spot as her peach palette. Not a bad palette. I don't really use this one as much as the peach palette. Not one that I like gravitate toward. This is the I Want It All palette, and I love it because it's like sparkly and shiny, and it's eyeshadow palette, and you get a blush and a highlighter. I used to use this palette all the time when I was first learning how to do my makeup because it was one of the first nicer palettes that I had. So I like this palette because there's not a lot of there's not too much color, so it's not like overwhelming on what you're gonna do with your eye, and all of these just go together really nicely. So this highlight is like really soft, and I really like it. It's kind of like her wet set highlights, but that is what it looks like. Amazing. So the next palette is this one. This was her 2016 holiday palette, and I do not even touch this palette. It's just too dull for me. I don't know if it's like the packaging's not appealing, maybe I don't like the silver or something, but just something about this palette is too dark for me. That's all the eyeshadow palettes that I have from her. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is her pressed blush powder. So this is the shade that I have. This is the shade X Rated, but it's the blush that I'm wearing on my face right now, so you can build it up if you want it to be really pigmented, but I like really natural looking blush. Next, for face products, I have her Skinny Dip palette. So this was from her summer collection as well, and in this you get a sun-kissed bronzer and a glow up highlight. So I'm using the bronzer on my face today. This isn't a bronzer that I usually use. I usually, as you guys know, go for my Benefit Hoola bronzer. I felt like today with this bronzer it was kind of making me look a little ashy. Personally would prefer it to be a little bit more pigmented, and it was just kind of making my skin look ashy. And then of course the highlight, so you can see kind of the difference, how much more pigmented this one is, and then this one's just kind of a little bit dull. These, you guys, are my favorites. I was saying how highlights are my favorites. especially these ones. These are her loose highlight powders. What I'm wearing on my face today, and it's just like an amazing glow to the heavens highlight. These three are from her vacation collection, and there's Fiji, Santorini, and Tahiti. My favorite out of the three is Fiji. Honestly, like all I ever need to use when I use these is what's in the lid. Like that's how pigmented and amazing this product is. Ugh, amazing. Like, hi hun. And then the two pink ones that I have are from her birthday collection. I have King and Queen. Swatching that up here, like, so if there's something you guys are going to want to spend your money on or to try, I definitely recommend the loose highlights. So these are her eyeshadow in a little pot, and I don't even touch these. These have literally been in my makeup collection for a very long time, and I do not even touch them. Look how chunky, I don't know if you can kind of see how chunky it is, and I don't really want that like chunky stickiness on my eyelid, especially because I have hooded eyes, so it just makes like everything transfer and look cakey, and it doesn't look good on me. Before we go into liquid lipsticks, I want to show you the cream lipstick that I have from her. I only have one of these, but I do want to get more because I really do love this formula. This is in the shade Troublemaker, and I'm actually giving away one of these in my most current giveaway. Make sure you've watched that giveaway video and would enter to win if you want to win a Kylie lipstick. All right, now what you've all been waiting for. Let's get into the lipsticks. I have a combination of 47 liquid lipsticks, glosses, and it's all Kylie. So I'll show you guys all of the shades I have. I don't know if I'll swatch them all because it's gonna take up my whole arm. This has been like my absolute favorite shade. This is the shade Candy, so it's one of like the day one liquid lipsticks that she's had, but it's like nice and bedazzled because I think it was from her birthday edition. But I just love this like soft pinky color. All right, next ones I'm going to show you guys are the nude ones. So the first one is Birthday Suit. Then there is Bear. This is Naked. And then this last one is Commando. So these are two of her glosses. This is in the shade Glitz, and this is in the shade Glamour. I do not use her liquid or her glosses that often because they're just a little bit too sticky for me. I'm not like really into the formula. The only reason why I have a few glosses is because they've like come in a set. The Cocoa collection is honestly probably my favorite collection that she's done as far as liquid lipsticks goes. For some reason I have two of the Clo Money color, which is totally fine because I love this shade. It's the shade that I have on my lips right now. So this first shade is Gorge. It's like a gorgeous. It's a gorgeous burgundy color. This honestly is one of the only glosses that I do use from Kylie. This is Damn Gina. And then this last color is obviously love that. This one is so bright. This is like a perfect spring or summer color. I have Posy K, Mary Jo K, which is like a really nice red, like deep red. I'm sure you guys know. I actually have Posy K in the gloss as well. And then this is the shade Goals. This one is actually one of her velvet formulas, so I will swatch this one for you guys. It's just like so creamy. You can like feel the difference when I'm swatching it. You can feel the difference of the formula, just like, I don't know another word besides creamy. Like it just feels so soft and yummy. I wore Court K in Vegas, so this is what Court K looks like. It's like a deep plum purple color. I just want to show you the difference between Court K and then this other purpley shade. This is in the shade Spice. So they're very, very, very similar. Spice is just slightly lighter. We have Love Bite, Kristen, and Rosie. This is the shade Rain. I really do not like this shade. It's like a metallic-y color and it's just too dark and doesn't really look good on the lips. Now I'm gonna go in and show you guys kind of like the softer like nude colors that I have from her liquid lipsticks. This is Moon. This is Literally, which is a gloss. And then we have King, which was from her Metal collection, Ginger, and Brown Sugar. And then we have Exposed, Dolce, and Malibu. Dolce is my absolute favorite of her nudes that I have currently, so I do want to swatch this one for you guys. I was like obsessed with wearing this and I was wearing it almost like every single day for a period of time because I loved the shade so much. So that's Dolce. All right, here's two more of her glosses. This one's in the shade Poppin', and this one is in the shade Lord. And then we have the shade Leo, which, gorgeous. I'm a sucker for the dark red burgundy colors. All right, and then I have these three shades. These ones were from her Christmas collection. So we have Dancer, Merry, and Naughty. Oh, and then I also have Leo in like a tiny little mini. It's so cute. So these are like perfect for throwing them in your bag. I think at one point I had like 10 of these little minis in my purse because they're so small, so they don't take up a lot of room, and then you can have options when you're out and about. Finally, the last liquid lipsticks I'm going to show you are from her birthday collection. The liquid lipstick is in the shade 20, and this is another one of my faves. Very similar to all the other swatches that are on my arm right now, but it's very similar to Candy K. This shade, this one's Cherry Pie, and then the second one is Cupcake. Oh, gorgeous. And then we have Cupcake, and you guys know I'm obsessed with Cupcake, so I just have to be obsessed, and I had to get this shade just because of the names. Then from her birthday collection, I also got all of the little minis. We have All Nighter, which is this like really bright pink. Gorge, so the same color from the Coco collection. Baby Girl, it's like a soft salmony pinky color. August Bug, so this is like a really bright and intense purple. I'm just gonna swatch it next to the purples from earlier. And then we have One Wish, which is a nice nude, and it's kind of similar to some of the nudes I swatched earlier. And then lastly, we have Angel, which is like a darker mauve-y shade. And that's it. So that is my entire Kylie Cosmetics collection. So I don't know if that was like a boring video, but some of you guys did request it. You did want to see what Kylie Cosmetics products I had, so I was more than happy to share it with you. It's probably, no, it for sure is the makeup brand that I have most of. So like I said, she literally dropped something and I'm like, take my paycheck. Let me know down in the comments which Kylie product you guys loved the best. Okay, so my first shout out is gonna go to Your Way of Style. That's her name on YouTube, but she is always down in my comments right when I post, so I appreciate you, girl. Thank you for all of your love and support. And then the second shout out is for Tanja I. Thanks, girl. Thank you for your support on my channel. I see you guys and I appreciate you guys so much. So like I said, if you guys want to get a shout out on my channel, all you have to do is be subscribed and hit the notification bell so that you never miss one of my videos. With that being said, guys, I am going to close out this video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. And I'll see you in my next video. Rinacorn is out. Bye, guys.